Hi, I'm Kevin with Creative Digital Media, and in this video, we're going to discuss local SEO for small businesses. What is local SEO? Local SEO is essentially the process of optimizing your website and your overall presence online so that you can show up in Google's search results when your customers or prospective customers are searching. And rest assured, your customers and prospective customers are searching on Google because everyone searches on Google. That's the default search engine for 90% of people searching online. So there's no question that your ideal customers are searching there. It's just a matter of whether your website is showing up in the results when people are searching in your geographical vicinity. Is one of the major components of local SEO is proximity. If someone is searching for your business, the closer they are to your business physically, the more likely it is to show up in the search results, because Google wants to make it as easy as possible for people to be able to find your business and then get there. The two types of businesses that benefit most or should be using local SEO are brick and mortar businesses and service area businesses. Brick and mortar being if you have a physical address and your customers come to you, and a service area business being you go to your customers. A cupcake shop would be a brick and mortar business, and a plumber or an electrician or a contractor would be an example of a service area business. To give you an example of why you want to implement a local SEO strategy for your small business, I own a small business or am a small business. I am in Google's map pack for local SEO services in Scottsdale, Arizona, or AZ. And also on the organic search results, I'm ranking in the 5th spot. So my website appears twice on the first page of Google for local SEO services in Scottsdale, AZ. And I'm also in the map pack for local SEO services in Phoenix, AZ. And I just created these pages. The Phoenix one I created yesterday, and the Scottsdale one the day before that. And I'm already showing up in the search results for both of them. The primary reason why businesses, small businesses especially, need local SEO is, as I mentioned, it enables your customers and prospective customers to find you on Google. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you. Some other benefits are increased website traffic, attracting more qualified leads, raising brand awareness, and ideally all of those combined lead to increased profits. Now that we've covered what local SEO is and what types of businesses should implement a local SEO strategy, as well as how your business can benefit, we'll take a look at some of the most important aspects of local SEO and some things that you can do or implement for your business that will get your website to start showing up on Google so you can start getting more customers and increasing profits, ideally. The first and most important thing is to sign up or claim, verify, and then optimize a profile for your business on Google My Business. And Google My Business enables you to essentially provide Google with all the relevant and important information about your business so that you can show up in the map pack at the top of Google's search results for relevant search terms. It's completely free, and it also enables you to post updates or special offers, sales, and things like that, similar to the way you would use social media. The difference on Google My Business is that your posts expire after 7 days. And by signing up for or claiming your business and verifying it and then optimizing your Google My Business profile, you're providing Google with the essential information about your business that serves as a central reference point for Google to verify the legitimacy of your business based on how consistent your information appears online. The information is referred to as your NAP information or citations. And citations are essentially mentions of your brand online. There's two types, structured and unstructured. Structured being your name, address, and phone number, and unstructured being any or a few parts of that information listed by itself. For example, in a blog post on a website, if somebody mentions the name of your business, that's an unstructured citation. But if that blog puts your business's name, address, and phone number, that's a structured citation. And by providing Google with that information through Google My Business, reaffirms Google's confidence in recommending your brand in its search results. Google is as successful as it is because it delivers the most relevant results to people searching on Google. The way it's able to do that is by ensuring that the information that it has is up to date and accurate and matches or is consistent across the web. If your business information is different on every website, Google doesn't know which information to trust. And it doesn't want to recommend or serve your business up in the search results because it doesn't want its users to get bad information or not be able to contact or find your business because they received or found inaccurate information. To sign up for Google My Business, you just go to google.com/business and you'll be brought to this page. And I'm not going to go through the whole setup process because it's incredibly easy to do and very intuitive. All you do is click Manage Now, and it will bring you to a page where you enter your business name and then hit Next. And then it will ask you if you have a physical location that customers will visit you at. I recommend you say yes, regardless of the business type that you have, whether you're a brick and mortar or a service area business, because in my experience, it's more likely that Google will return or show your business in the map pack if you do have a physical address. So even if you are a service area business, enter your physical address. And obviously if you're like a plumber, people aren't going to just try and show up at your house. They'll call to schedule a service or to get a quote or whatever. And after you select yes, you enter your address, and however you enter your address, I recommend you copy it and enter it into a text file. That way you have that information, and any other place or any other websites that you sign up for, such as Yelp or Yellow Pages or Insider Pages, anywhere that you list your business online, you can then just copy the information directly from the text file, because any errors in your information will result in inconsistencies, and Google views inconsistencies negatively because it reduces their confidence in the accuracy of your information and doesn't know which information is correct. So if they don't know which information is correct, how can they show your business in the search results and recommend it to users that are searching on Google when they're not sure if the user is going to end up being given the wrong address or the wrong phone number and won't be able to get in touch with you. So make sure that your information is consistent whenever you sign up anywhere online. And I'm going to show you a tool to check they're called citations, the NAP information for your business across the web. So after you enter your address, you click next and you enter your business's service areas. If you cover different service areas, if you only have one location, then just use the one location, and then you choose your business category. If you just start typing, it will pop down a list of categories that begin with whatever letters you've entered, and you can choose whichever category best fits your business. Once you've completed your profile, you can add more categories. So for the first one, just choose whatever the most relevant category is for your business. Once you're done entering that information, you are essentially at a standstill. You finish the process of signing up for Google My Business, and Google will send you a verification card or postcard in the mail. And once you receive it, you go back into your Google My Business profile and enter the verification code to verify to Google that you are at the address that you've listed in your profile. Once you've verified your profile, you can go in and add photos and your business hours, your website URL, an appointment URL. You can create posts. There's a bunch of different things you can do. I recommend once you sign up, just go in and kind of look around or explore and see what some of the different features are. Certain features obviously will benefit certain businesses more. This is Moz Local, and this is actually Moz Local's search tool. And what this does is you enter your business name and it will search online, and it looks at, I think, like 12 specific websites to see if your business has an account with those websites, and it looks at how consistent or accurate your information is across multiple websites. So you enter your business name and your zip code. That is, if your business doesn't automatically pop up when you start entering it. It will return a page that looks something like this with a score, which is a percentage of how complete and accurate your information is across multiple websites. You can see down here that the profiles are 17% complete between Facebook and Yelp. These are all the websites that are not completed. Click over here and get a list. And when they're incomplete, it'll show something like this, where it's basically saying you should add 2 photos to complete that profile or that listing. And these bars are for the categories of your business. It'll tell you if you need or should add more categories. And based on what it tells you down here, you can then go to those websites, and if you haven't signed up, you can sign up, or if you do have an account or a profile, you can log in and fix the information so that there's accurate and consistent information. The next thing for local SEO that is absolutely critical for local SEO, because everyone uses their phones for everything now, especially when we're out looking for a business or going shopping or anything along those lines. Even at home, we still use our phones for pretty much everything. For local SEO, your website has to be mobile friendly. Google is in the business of providing a good user experience to searchers. They don't want to send their users to a website that looks like shit on a phone when there's infinite choices or internet alternatives that they could recommend that do look good on a phone. So your website has to be mobile friendly. I'm personally on WordPress. I recommend using WordPress because it's very user friendly and it's very SEO friendly. And there's a ton of themes that are really well designed that will make your website look very professional and will also be mobile friendly or responsive. Responsive meaning that your website will look good on any device. If the user is on an iPad or their cell phone or their laptop or a TV, your website should look good. This is Google's tool for testing a web page to see if it is, in Google's eyes, mobile friendly. If you just search Google mobile friendly test on Google, and then the top search result will be this page. To test your website using Google's mobile friendly test, you just enter your URL and hit enter, and it will test that page. It doesn't test your entire website. There is another tool. This will just say whether or not the page is mobile friendly. There is another tool I want to show you that is even better in my opinion, because it enables you to test your website on multiple devices and you can actually interact with it. So you can see how it actually works. It's a plugin for Google Chrome that, as you can see, each of these is on a different page of my website, and you can interact with it just like anyone would on a phone. So I can see exactly how my pages look on, these are all iPhones. I can switch to Android or to Windows, and I can choose to use a tablet or a desktop. And it's completely interactive. So you can click on buttons and see exactly how your website functions on different devices. Once you install it in Chrome, all you have to do is go to a web page, and then it will show up normally up here on the right with your other extensions. The extension looks like this. It's this green box. If you just click on that, it will open in a new tab whatever web page that you're on in mobile devices. It's really great for testing websites as you're building them so that you can ensure it looks good on whatever device people are on. Another fantastic tool for testing your website is this feller, your phone. I know you have one. Use it to test your website. And if your friends have different phones, borrow their phones and test your website on those. That's, in my opinion, the best way to see if your website is responsive and mobile friendly, is to test it on a mobile phone. Next up is Schema Markup, or structured data. This topic confuses people a lot, and it can be really confusing at the beginning, or when you're first getting to know what schema is or learning about schema. Schema is essentially a common language for search engines so that they can understand what web pages and websites are about, and also so that they can identify certain information and content which allows them to display that information properly in their search result. It's not that difficult to implement, but as confusing as it is at first, a lot of websites don't have schema or structured data on their website. Google, just like with the mobile test, provides a tool that you can use to test the structured data on your website to see if it's basically communicating that information properly to search engines. If you just go out to Google and search Google structured data testing tool, you can click on the first result and it will bring you here. To test the schema on your website using Google's tool, similar to the mobile friendly test, you just enter your website's URL and hit enter or click on run test, and it will show the code for whatever web page you're testing on the left, and then on the right it will show a list of the different structured data that Google recognizes on that page, and it will tell you if there's any errors and warnings. And to implement Schema on your website, this is a really great plugin by the company that created the Astra theme, which is like the most popular theme on WordPress. The company is Brainstorm Force, and the plugin is Schema Pro. It's for WordPress, and it enables you to mark up your content so that search engines will know if a particular web page is an article or a service or about an event, or if there's a course on that page, or if the website is a local business. My cupcake factory example would benefit from having recipe schema on pages that I have recipes. What that will do is when a user searches on Google for cupcake recipe, Google is able to display that recipe in the search results, providing a better experience for users. They don't have to go looking around this website to try and find the recipe. It's right here in what is called a featured snippet. Schema will also enable you to display, or will enable Google to display your website's aggregate review rating in the search results. As you can see, the search results make this snippet a lot more enticing. Another thing Schema can do is display these links beneath the snippet. As you can see, this one is a lot more appealing than, say, this one that doesn't have the reviews and it doesn't have these links underneath. Not only are they granted more real estate on Google, but the real estate they get is more visually appealing. People are more likely to click on it. As you can see, review, so it enables you to display your reviews in the search results. The plugin you can pay for, it is a premium plugin. You can pay for either a year at a time, or no, I'm sorry, they have an agency package and then the individual plugin. Individual plugin is for 1 year, and it's, I believe, $80. Yes, $79. Or you can get the agency for $249. And with the agency, you can use it on unlimited website. But it also comes with Astra Pro, all the Astra starter sites, the portfolio plugin, Convert Pro, and ultimate add-ons for Beaver Builder and Elementor. Moving on, we are going to discuss local SEO and backlinks for local SEO. Backlink is a link from one website to another website, and they play a major role in SEO and local SEO because there's a shitload of websites online. To put it bluntly, there's new websites being created constantly. With all those websites, Google needs a system or a means of determining how trustworthy a website is. One of the best ways to do that is by looking at what other websites are linking to that website. A backlink essentially acts as a signal of trust or a vote of confidence from one website to another website. Brand new websites don't have any authority or trust. The best way to build that trust is by getting backlinks from websites that Google does trust. For example, the Chamber of Commerce or the Better Business Bureau. Those websites have been around since probably the beginning of the internet, or at least the 90s. As such, they've established a very stable foundation of trust and authority, and Google views them as like industry leaders, or they view them as like a most trusted source. So when a website like the Chamber of Commerce or any website that has a high authority links to your website, some of their authority is passed from their website to your website. It's commonly referred to as link juice. The more websites that are relevant to your website that link to it, the better it looks to Google, because all of those websites wouldn't link to a low quality or shitty website that just is all ads or is providing low value content. If I have a very authoritative website that I've spent years building, I'm not going to link to low quality websites, because those links could lead people off my website to a low quality website. I don't want users going from my website to a website that I recommend only to have a poor user experience, because then they may not return to my website. So links act as trust signals on the internet, but Google has recognized that people abuse that and build sites specifically to link to other sites. They're called PBNs, or private blog networks, that basically are garbage sites with like fluff or spun content that provide no value other than to pass link juice to a money site. As Google's recognized that people are doing that, they've begun to value links less, and they try and rank websites more predicated upon the value that they provide and how well they fulfill a searcher's intent. That said, links do still play an important role in SEO. But as Google's gotten smarter, they've begun to recognize which links actually matter. And those are links that are topically relevant. If I have my cupcake shop or my cupcake factory example from earlier, if I have my cupcake website and I get a link from a fishing website, those aren't topically relevant in any way. Unless I'm making a cupcake out of fish, then Google will also recognize that there's no relevance, and it will not pass any link juice or any authority from the fishing website to my website. With local SEO, you want to get links from local websites, such as the Chamber of Commerce in your area, or the Better Business Bureau, again, in your area. Other ways of getting local links: you could reach out to local bloggers or create content that is extremely valuable that's worth linking to. If you create something that will provide value to a lot of people, then that incentivizes other websites to link to you, because it will give their users a positive user experience. Another way is to reach out to local news stations or reporters and pitch them a story about your business. They'll usually link back to your website in that story, or you can use press releases and those will link back to your website as well. The reason you want to use local news organizations or local bloggers or something to that effect is by using local websites, you're reaffirming to Google that you're actually in the location that you say you are, and it's increasing your relevance with that geographical area. The next thing we're going to cover is reviews, more specifically Google reviews. After you've completed your Google My Business and verified your listing, your business will show up for branded searches on the right-hand side of the search results in what's known as the knowledge panel, which is this box right here. In here, it has all of your business information, and it also has a spot where customers can leave a review for your business. All they have to do is click on write a review, and this box will pop up. To make it easier, you can send them this link. All you do is copy it, and when a user clicks on it or enters it into their browser, it will bring them to that Google page with the review box open so they can leave you a review. The link is obnoxiously long, which is not the best thing to send in an email because it will look like shit. I would recommend using bit.ly or tiny.url to shorten the link and then just send the shortened link to your customers and ask them to leave you a review. With reviews, you want to consistently get reviews. It keeps your business active in Google's eyes, and obviously the more positive reviews you have, the better it looks when people come across your business and see it in the search results. If you have 5 stars and all the other businesses that are in your area only have 4 stars, you're a lot more likely to get people to click through to your website and to do business with you because you have a lot of reviews. Reviews are a very strong social signal that we've come to trust immensely because of sites like Amazon and the immensity of their review system and how seriously some people take leaving reviews on Amazon. When it comes to reviews, you want to respond to all of them if possible, but especially the negative reviews. And you're not responding to negative reviews to try and win over the customer that left the negative review. They're essentially a lost cause, so you're not going to win that battle. But for anyone that comes later on and reads your reviews, they're probably going to look at your more negative reviews because you can't just go by all 5-star reviews. You want to see what negatives people have said when you're reading reviews. If the negative reviews are standing alone with no response, that reflects poorly upon your business. If you've made an effort to rectify the situation or to understand what led to that person leaving a negative review, and you've done it publicly and not in an apologetic way necessarily, but in a concerned and professional manner, that will go a long way in improving the likelihood of people further trusting your company or trusting your business even more, because a business that only has all 5-star reviews almost looks too good to be true. So having negative reviews isn't necessarily all bad. It enables you to showcase your empathy and professionalism to the world on Google, which the world is on. So respond to the negative ones, especially, but try and respond to all of them. Another thing you want to do for a local business is on your website, you should have service area pages, such as on the Cool Roofing Co. or Cool Roofing Company. They have a service area button in their menu, which is a drop down and lists their service areas. And each of these pages has unique and original content. So they're not all copies of each other with just the name of the city changed. Each page has original and unique content pertaining to that particular city. So if you're going to create service area pages, make sure you're using unique content and original content on each page and not just using like a cookie cutter method. The last thing I want to cover is on-page SEO or local SEO, on-page SEO, and just give you some examples of how you should structure your content and use keywords throughout your pages and in your anchor text for links, in your image alt text, in your meta description, all throughout your website or all throughout the particular pages on your website. This is a page I just added to my website. This one I just added yesterday. The Scottsdale one I added 2 days ago. And I'm showing up on Google for both of them. The keyword I'm targeting on this page is local SEO services in Phoenix, AZ. I then use the keyword right here in the excerpt for this page. So this is my H1 tag or the page title, and I use it in the first paragraph on the page and then continue to use it throughout my content. This is a heading 2, and I don't have the exact keyword, but I have local SEO services in Phoenix AZ. So it still has the keyword just broken up. And I have it again right here. And the page isn't all just about my service, but I also try and educate visitors so that they have a better understanding of why local SEO is so important for local businesses and what type of impact it can have if your business starts showing up in the map pack, like you can see in this image here, and in Google's search results. I have the keyword again right here and again in this H2, and this is an H3. So I've structured my content and used the keyword in my page title, my heading 2, my heading 3, and in the body text on the pages of my website. I also use branded or keywords in my anchor text, linking back to my homepage so that my homepage can receive or establish some topical relevancy around keywords related to local SEO services in Phoenix AZ. So I'm basically branding myself within my own content and establishing topical relevance around SEO in Phoenix, Arizona for my homepage and my business as a whole. Even using words like local SEO company near me. But I'm not just saying it randomly in the text, using it as an example. If your business, or if you're looking for a local SEO company near me, because that's a common search, I have that keyword on my page, and if somebody does search that, it's likely, having just added these pages 2 days ago, I doubt I'll show up for these keywords, but I am showing up for my primary keyword, both pages. I have a clickable phone number on the page, and if I go over to a different page on my site, this is my contact page. As you can see, similar to the way I used local SEO services near me, I used the keyword as my anchor text, linking back to that page for both of my local SEO services in Scottsdale and Phoenix respectively. And using the keywords in that anchor text helps Google understand what that page is about. So it creates topical relevance and structures my content in essentially a silo of local SEO services, because I also link from my blog posts that are about SEO or that mention local SEO to local SEO service pages. Creates a silo structure of content and helps Google understand exactly what your website is about. On-page SEO is extremely important, and it's my preferred method for ranking on Google over going out and trying to build backlinks, because I feel like you get more value out of putting effort into on-page SEO and ensuring that your website is well optimized and is properly structured, as opposed to sending out 50 emails to a bunch of random people to try and solicit backlinks when they don't know me or give a shit about my website and how bad I want it to rank. Odds are I'm going to have to pay to get backlinks. So it's not really worth it, in my opinion, to spend time doing that unless you already have an established brand, which is why all of the major SEO professionals like Neil Patel or Brian Dean, they all recommend manual outreach for building backlinks because it works for them, because they already have an established brand. If Neil Patel emails me and says, hey, can I get a backlink? Of course I'm going to say yes. But if Joe Schmo from down the street emails me and asks for a backlink, there's no incentive to give the backlink to every random person that reaches out. That's why I know the value of backlinks, but I would prefer to focus my time on on-page SEO and optimizing my content to provide the best user experience and to be the most relevant and highest quality content that Google can return in the search results. That's it for local SEO for small business. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you have any questions or feel like I missed anything or want a little more detail about anything, just let me know in the comments down below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching and have a great day.